Okay, well, that was embarrassing. I recorded a bunch of video, and it cut off right here, and I did not realize it, but my disk was full. So I have dumped off a bunch of old video, and now I can get back to what I was doing. I actually went over to my blueprint world and started on my Jeep, and I lost all of that footage, but we're going to go over there and continue. I set a timer for another 30 minutes, and let's jump up and down here on our diving board. Glad to know it works. And so I do realize that I need to add now some little steps carved into the wall there, in a like a railing, so that you can get out and use the diving board. Yoo-hoo! Whee! I'm not a very good diver, but that's fun. So yeah, we need waves and an actual swimming mechanic or animation, so that you're not just like walking through the water. I'm gonna do that one more time because it was fun. I'm really curious to know what the animation looks like, third person view. And look, there's the shadow of the diving board, and we have no shadow. Does that mean we're like vampires or something? 1, 2, 3. Yay! Okay, cool. I'm really happy with how the pool area came out. And now let's change gears. We're gonna go get into our blueprint world. And we'll pick up where we left off. You did not get to see the excitement that was building the spring. I had to do it twice because this one did not work out. It got all discombobulated. And so I built the spring again, and then I blueprinted that, and then I built the assembly that it goes on with the shock and whatever kind of attachment thing this is. I put the spring on here. This was really a little bit easier than it maybe looks. And of course it's not accurate, but it's just, all we have to do is give the impression that it is what it is. So I'm going to call this the back. This is a 4-wheel drive vehicle, which is why it has 2 gearboxes and the springs and everything. I mean, every car has springs, but I will probably, in fact, I'll do it now. I'm gonna blueprint this just so that I have it, and then that way, if somebody wants to build, myself included, another kind of car, at least they have this to start with. So let's go ahead and just do that. It's not exactly a chassis at this point, it's just the axles and wheels and stuff, but we'll call it a chassis. That. And I don't think the blocks will come with it, but we'll see. Yeah, I think it's just sitting right on top of the blocks, so it should be just the wheels and stuff. So We'll call this auto chassis. Oops. Is that how you spell that? I just had a brain fart. I don't know how you spell chassis. You know what? I have a picture of one up here on my other... Yeah, that's how you spell it. Okay. Oh, that's not how you spell auto. Constructions, yes. 133, that's not too bad. Okay, save. Okay, so now we have that. Should we need it again? Oh, there's my other spring. Yeah, so there's the spring. So I built it here and it didn't work, so I built another one. And I blueprinted that. And if you noticed, it got kind of off on an angle. And I straightened it up when I put it in here. But it works okay. It's far from perfect, but it works okay. So I think I'm just going to get these out of the way now while I... noise, doesn't it? Oops. Oops. Well, that was silly. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna need this. All right, now I kind of have to decide what I'm gonna do. I'm calling this the front of the car over here. And you would have like tie rods or something that moves the wheels in and out to steer, but I'm not exactly sure how in the heck that would work or attach. So I think I'll probably just leave that off, even though they might show in actual fact, but I just don't know how that works. Okay, so the way this Jeep thing works is that it's narrower in the front and it gets wider towards the back, and it actually goes up in the back. It's almost like a truck because it's got 3 rows of seats. This is for the game viewing vehicle, and I've looked at pictures of these, and they have the driver's seat, and then they have 3 rows of seats for the guests, and they kind of go up like stadium seating. It's kind of weird. So I need to figure out how that's going to work. And I think I want to do it out of this material, which is this color, this dark color. And this is not the body of the car, but the thing that holds the body of the car. 703 color 181818. I think I'm just going to make a piece of that in the right color. There it is. Let's save that. Select shape. I think I need some blocks to start with. Okay. Let's just trash those. I don't need that now. I have those. I have that. Have that. I don't need all those things right now. I need that. I probably might need that. I think I'm going to make a cylinder and a half cylinder because I just don't know. I might need them. So that. I might need that. Okay, so I've got those. Okay. This is where we start winging it. So I think this is gonna sort of sit down here between the springs, but then it will come up towards the back and sit on top of the springs. I'm gonna make this up as I go along because the picture of this chassis thing that I'm looking at is not exactly the same as what I'm gonna be doing. Let's see. That is not that helpful, but I kind of need some kind of grid to show me where I'm at. And this is not a tutorial, so I might not be telling you exactly what I'm doing at all times. So I'm just using that grid to sort of show me where I am, like how close I am to the other things. It seems about right. Okay. I think maybe right about there. And then going to go back straight for a little bit and then angle out. And that basically would be like the engine area, I think. So actually having those things stick out a little bit is all right, because then I could attach like the front grille to that or something. Okay. And then the fenders will come up and over this whole thing. I'm kind of thinking I need to do this part before I attach them together, because I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna look. It's like it angles out here. On this picture it curves, but I think I'll just angle it. So it comes out here, and then it goes basically even with where the tire connects to the axle at the back. So like right there. So it's way up here. Wow, I don't know. I'm just winging it. So like right there. And I want to be able to see my shocks and stuff in there. But that would be too close to the tire, right? Yeah, this is a four-wheel drive vehicle, so it needs to have clearance. And needs to be a lot longer. This is going to stick out back further than the wheelbase, obviously. So and the body will come out even more, but I'm kind of thinking it needs to Oops. Okay. Oh no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to put this here for reference. But it actually needs to come down to this level and then go up. So I think I will figure that out first. Oops. Let's make this shorter and connect it up to this one. And that's actually not bad. Let's see, does that match up? No. Maybe just a little bit longer. This maybe doesn't make sense, but it will, I think. Okay, what angle is that? 250. I don't know if I can replicate that on the other side, but we'll see. Okay, so now this, let me think about this. I know what I can do. See, when you do this kind of stuff, it's all just trial and error. And I don't know what's going to work until I've done it. I could build this out of little pieces and, you know, do the circular thing like I was explaining the other day. Shoot, I got a phone call. All right, I'm going to stop right here and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I had a quick phone call to take. So I think what we want to have happen here is this needs to be the same width basically as this. And it needs to sit up out. Yeah, okay, that's a better angle. I don't like that it gets, you know, the way you scale these things is not always the easiest. Maybe if I do that and then that. About like so. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's actually a little narrower than I want it to be. Okay. Then what I want to do is bring where there's a will, there's a way. Oh wow, that actually worked pretty well. I think what I'll do is just angle it out till it meets, and gosh, I'd kind of like to just copy this and flip it. Oh, but that probably won't work. Yeah, that probably won't work. Okay. So let's angle this. That's probably too much of an angle. So let's change our rotation to 1 and see if I can make that work. Oh, actually, that is not the angle I needed. Okay, I think that kind of works. Now this is all inside the chassis, so it doesn't have to match exactly. I mean, all inside the body, not the chassis. This is the chassis. I think that'll work. Oh. Okay. Right there. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. This piece is going to come off. But while I have this, no, I'm going to go ahead and get the whole side built. Okay. Sometimes it just really helps to turn off that grid because then it doesn't like snap to the grid. Alrighty. Come on. There we go. All right. So this will give us a framework to build on, even if it doesn't show. At least that way I kind of know better what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so I think the thing to do, you know what I really, really, really wish they would implement is a way to select like this board and this and move them all over at one time without having to make a blueprint. That is what I really, 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 really want. And so far, no. All right, I'm just gonna have to wing it, I guess. But it seems like I could move this one first and then line this up and then make that angled piece. That might be the easiest thing to do. So what I will do is come over here and use enter to get that in position. Hit control, turn my grid back on. Let's see if that works. That's fine. And move that over. does this line up and does it? It's basically right on the edge of the grid line, which I cannot see. So maybe like right there. A little bit more. I'm just eyeballing the space between the spring and that piece. It looks like it needs to go. Oh, too much. That's pretty good. I'm gonna call that pretty much right on, even if it's not. All right, so then next I will do this piece. I'm going to switch to auto, which will adhere it to the outside edge. That's fine. Hit control. Wow, very close. Turn off the grid. Ah, perfect. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not perfect. Wait a minute. Okay, so it lines up on this side. Oh, that's right. That's right. I added another one, didn't I? I did. I can do that too. Okay. So wait a minute. This lines up with the tire. That lines up with the tire. You know what? Let's do that first. Make sure I know what I'm talking about. No, it's not quite right, is it? But does it matter that much? Does it matter that much? Hey. You know, damn it, it kind of does. I might have made it worse. Oh well. good enough. All right, nobody's gonna see that inside edge. Seriously, I'm being stupid. All right, so this is the next piece. I think that's good. Okay, then this one. And the angle is obviously not going to work, so we will just bring it out here and then redo the angle as best we can. Wow, I think we got it. Hot dog. By golly. Does that look like a frame? It kinda does. Kinda. So I need some pieces that go across. I think the square ones are fine. All right. Okay, so right about there I think will work. Then they show in this drawing a piece right here. again, it doesn't really matter, but it does give me some kind of structure to attach to if I need it. Let's do it like right over the springs. And then a couple more. There's one like right there. Oh, I guess that the, yeah, it's kind of on an angle, slight angle downwards, which I guess makes sense. Not this piece, but the piece I'm attaching to. Alrighty. You know, I think it's wise if we go ahead and make another blueprint because they're free. That way we will have it in case we ever need it. Oops. I think that captures everything. Yep. Alrighty. I'm going to call this car chassis. Okay, cool. Now, what will the next step be for this particular automobile? What time is it? I have to end before too long. And so maybe what I can do is quickly build the bottom part of the frame, not frame, but body. Just so I have that. And then we'll put the body on, or the rest of the body together in a different video. This project I think is going to take me a while. So I'm trying to be careful. And I guess this frame actually should have come out more. But I can do that. Maybe I'll do that right now. Because it needs to come out like to about there, maybe. Yeah. Might be too much. Yeah, about there. I think that's going to be where the bumper attaches, whatever the bumper winds up being. So this will sit back a little bit. Okay, I think I like that better. Okay, so now we need some flat pieces. Like I said, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but Ding dong. For crying out loud. That's fine. All right, and it needs to be shorter this way. That's good. Okay, but it should be angled the same way as this, right? I think so. So we're gonna let go of that and angle it to this. Put it back in. Up here and a piece that goes up there, and it doesn't have to be curved, it can be straight. That'll be fine. Okay, so oops. That way. That like that maybe, and I think I'm going to turn off whoops. Into the middle. That looks pretty good. Let's see, that does not look like it's quite long enough, or maybe it's not sitting. Yeah, it's not quite long enough. Okay, let's go. Oh, that's not quite long enough either, that's why. good, I think. All right. I'll fill that in a sec, but now I can just move this over. Okay. Good enough. Oh, because this is at an angle, actually. All right, well, what I can do is just snap it. There we go. And okay, now we just need some sloped pieces to fit in there. That's not perfect, but it's fine. I think this is going to work out. Okay, so slope. thickness of this piece? It is 0.08. Wow, that's not a bad guess. I think that it's not quite. There we go. That looks right. Coolio. Come on, come on. Good enough. Sometimes good enough is good enough. Does this look like the right size for a car? I certainly hope it is. Hot diggity dang. I'm pretty jazzed. I mean, that's just the bottom part, but hey, it almost works. This isn't quite perfect, but you know what? It's not going to show. It's not going to show. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I still have to figure this out. Maybe I'll just put a piece of metal across there and put the fender over it, and you'll never know. You'll never know. Like how big is that piece? That's pretty good. We'll just pretend like that's a part. Believe me, it's going to be hidden. It'll be fine. And I switch back and forth from having the grid on and turning it off, because that's a much quicker way to move things and to judge sort of where it is. To get things looking right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, this is probably a good place to end this video. If you liked what you saw, please come back. We're going to continue working on this here Jeeparoonie. Oh. Whatever. And let me see how it takes shape. It'll be like a brush guard around the front too, so hopefully there'll be enough details to make it look sort of realistic. I might want to put a piece of something in there too. Okay, that's all for this video. See you next time. Bye.